Have you ever gone through something that completely knocked you down, like a divorce or losing someone you love or getting fired or just feeling like your life has fallen apart? If you're struggling to figure out how to move forward, then this video is for you because here's the truth. No matter how bad things feel right now, you can stage a comeback. You can rebuild your life in a way that is even stronger than before. But most people get stuck because they think that starting over means having everything figured out right away. It doesn't. In this video, I'm going to show you the one simple shift that makes all the difference when starting over, and I will guide you through the 5 steps to help you move forward with confidence. Now, if you don't make this shift, you will risk staying stuck, reliving the past, feeling lost, and never really moving forward. So let's dive in and start creating your comeback story. Now, if you've watched me here on YouTube before, then of course, welcome back. But if you are new to my channel, then welcome. I'm Dr. Kim Foster, and I'm an MD turned coach and wellness expert. I was a family doctor for 20 years before leaving the healthcare system to pivot into wellness and personal development, and I can't wait to get into this topic with you today. Now, if you're starting over, one of the most important things that you can do is prioritize your own well-being. That is why I've created a free self-care checklist to help you to rebuild your foundation during challenging times. It's packed with simple, effective ways to take care of yourself because self-care is the first step to creating the clarity and the strength that you need to move forward. So you can download it for free using the link in the description below. But let's talk about why starting over feels so hard. When life as you know it is suddenly ripped away, it is natural to feel overwhelmed, frustrated, or even paralyzed by fear. You might feel like you have lost your identity, your stability, or even your hope for the future. I've seen this firsthand in my work. As a family doctor, I cared for patients who were navigating major life-changing events every day, and now as a coach, I see the same struggles. It's not the setback itself that defines you, it's how you approach the process of starting over. The truth is, starting over isn't about fixing everything all at once. It's about understanding that it's a process. Every great comeback story happens in stages, step by step. It's not a single event, and you don't need to have all the answers right away. When you embrace the process, you free yourself from the pressure to be perfect. Instead, you can focus on taking small, meaningful steps forward. Think of starting over like planting a garden. You don't wake up the next day expecting a full harvest. It's about planting seeds and watering them and then letting them grow over time. I love this metaphor because it's a helpful reminder that growth is gradual and that every step we take matters. Okay, so once you have really internalized this core idea that starting over is a process, then you can get started on the 5 steps that I've got for you today. The first step is to accept where you are. This might feel totally counterintuitive, especially if your situation is really painful or frustrating, but resisting reality only keeps you stuck. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means acknowledging what's happened and deciding to move forward anyway. Here's something practical that you can do. Write down 3 things that you can't control and 3 things that you can. Focusing on what's within your power will help you to feel much more grounded and in control. Interestingly, research on mindfulness has shown that acceptance reduces emotional distress and increases mental clarity, which is going to make it much easier to take effective action. It's simple but incredibly powerful. Once you've accepted where you are, step number 2 is to rebuild your vision. This is about imagining where you want to go and creating a clear picture of your future. It might sound completely overwhelming, but you don't need to map out every detail. Just start small. Write a vision statement or create a vision board with images that inspire you. Even 1 or 2 images can spark clarity. Neuroscience research supports this. Visualization techniques can actually strengthen the neural pathways that are associated with achieving your goals. That is your brain working for you. Okay, so once you have begun to rebuild your vision, the next step is to take small, consistent steps. Change does not happen overnight. It is built through small actions that add up over time. So here's a personal example. I recently decided that I wanted to get really serious about improving my French. So I told myself I would do just 5 minutes a day to start. I am now up to 15 minutes a day, and some days it's quite a bit more than that. But even on my busiest days, those 15 minutes still count. The same principles apply here. Choose one micro goal for this week, something achievable, like signing up for a class or updating your resume or reaching out to somebody who inspires you. According to behavioral science, small wins like this build momentum and motivation, which helps you to stick with the process. Okay, the next step here is to reframe setbacks as opportunities. Setbacks aren't failures, they are opportunities to learn and grow. When something goes wrong, instead of asking, why me, try asking, what is this teaching me? For example, several years ago, I had a major health incident that came up out of the blue, and it felt devastating at the time, but it forced me to reevaluate what I really wanted out of life, and it led me to the work and the lifestyle that I have now. Studies on cognitive reappraisal show that reframing challenges reduces stress and fosters resilience. It's a skill that takes practice, but it can completely shift your mindset. Now that brings us to the final step, which is to build a support system. Starting over doesn't mean going it alone. In fact, the people that you surround yourself with can make all the difference. Whether it's reconnecting with friends, joining a supportive community, or seeking out a mentor or coach, having people who inspire and uplift you can accelerate your progress. Research shows that social support improves resilience and mental health during major life transitions. It's science-backed, but it's also just common sense. Everything feels more manageable when you're not doing it alone. Remember, starting over is not about having all the answers. It's about trusting the process and taking small, intentional steps every day. It's okay to feel uncertain or even scared. What matters is that you keep moving forward one step at a time. As the saying goes, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. That's all it takes to begin. Now, if you're ready to start rebuilding, don't forget to download my free self-care checklist. As I mentioned, it is packed with simple, effective ways to prioritize your well-being during this process. You will find the link in the description below. Now it's your turn. I would love to hear your story. Are you facing a season in life where you're starting over after a major setback? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on personal growth and wellness and creating a life that you love. And check out the video that I am linking on the next screen where I talk about my own story of walking away from my career in medicine. I will see you there. Let's talk. What is with my voice today? Okay. Tea. I'm trying to figure out my hands on this desk since I don't usually do a desk. Is this chair low? I feel like, there, maybe that's better. Feeling like my shoulders are so high up. Okay, that's better. More comfy, gotta be comfy. Okay,